Hello everyone, Pallytime here, and welcome back to Baldur's Gate. I am currently climbing the outside of the Worm Rock Fortress. We are trying to bring the fight straight to Gortash's front door. I haven't been able to find another way of climbing the tower, and unfortunately not everyone in my party has quite the jumps that Karlach and Zen do, so we might need a little help with Enhanced Leap. But I think this is the way. This is at least the way I'm going to be approaching. If you didn't see the last video, we began storming the castle after we took down the Steel Watch Foundry. The big automations, the automatons that Gortash was using to not only control what's going on in the city, but uses his own personal bodyguards, they are no more. It also seems as though he killed all of the, people that ran the city before. The lords, the dukes, the ladies that made the upper echelons of Baldur's Gate, they're all dead now. It's only Gortash. The main reason we want to kill Gortash is not only because he's one of the big bad evil guys, but Orin the Red is trying to betray him, and she wants me to kill him and then bring her all of the stones that are being used to control the Elder Brain. Obviously, I'm not going to give her that power, but she did kidnap Lae'zel. Lae'zel was the first person Zin met after regaining consciousness. He doesn't have any memory of his past life, and I am going to protect my family. I am going to get Lae'zel back. There are a lot of traps up here. Stun traps as well. The Steel Watch that used to patrol this place have fallen over dead by now. I've never been up on this floor, so I don't know what to expect with where Gortash may be. I'm going to take a quick loop around in every direction and just get rid of these stun traps since we know they exist. Then have Zen use this shade. I was hoping that this would be enough shade to then go invisible. That doesn't look like it's the case. Is this big door locked too? No, that one's open. So I'm definitely going to unlock this one and try to go in this way. We need a 20 to open it. With Cat's Grace, we have advantage. We roll a 12. I think that'll do it. It rolls up to a 25. Zen is sneaking, cracks the door open, and peeks inside. It's a big room. He turns off the light. I was hoping that would give me the chance to go invisible. This is a very big room. And I do see some sightlines inside. This is the Iron Consul, Jack's Buck, a dead guard, and followers of Bane up ahead. I've been trying to turn off every light in here, and as I got closer, we do see Gortash himself. Only level 9. Funny enough. I thought he'd be like a... Oh, no! We're fine. Oh, I thought he'd be like a level 15 enemy or something. Zen, go back to sneaking. These are the very same traps that we saw in that last fight that were dispensing the bombs. Very, very, very difficult to deal with. If I disarm them, they explode. So my only way of clearing these out before the fight would be to attack them like I just did on Zen. But we would have to do more than 10 damage per shot, which I can't guarantee. Oh, there's even more in front of the door back here. I see. Now, we can throw the bombs that this thing dispenses, and that might be a great way of utilizing Karlach. I have put this entire room not into darkness and not this corner. That window is too bright. But Zen will be able to stealth just about everywhere in here. So if I do need to fall back, that is my plan. We prepared the room. Look at this fucking thing up there. Is that the grenade launcher? And I didn't notice it before. I wonder if I can disable that. That has to be out of my reach. Yeah, there's no way. There's also a very weird rope in the middle of the room. It's kind of odd. Without any further ado, our party gathers together and we receive the blessings of Lady Shar in the form of a level 4 aid. Didn't want to upcast it anymore. My level 5 and 6 slots are few and far between, so let's hang on to those spells. Speaking of spells, look how many clerics get. That is ridiculous. I don't suppose we'll sneak. Let's go right in. Let's demand justice.
Time to press ahead.
It's hard to keep a good woman down, isn't it, Karlach?
It sure is.
You managed it for a solid decade.
I never meant to harm you, dear. Merely to help you realize your vast potential.
You sent me to the hells. You let Zariel take my heart, as though any of it was yours to give away.
The greater good, Karlach. Something I wouldn't expect you to understand.
You feel no regret, do you? All right. How about fear, then?
He's gonna feel that soon.
Oh, you do quite misunderstand. I've already made a deal with your companion. We need each other.
Do we now?
Never mind that, Gortash. We have all we need from the likes of you.
You ought to reconsider. Divided, the Elder Brain will create an illithid army, yourself included in its ranks. Together, we can tame it. I'm sorry you feel wronged by how things ended between us all those years ago. But now we must look to the future.
You make it sound like we were lovers. Or friends. But that wasn't it. I trusted you. I respected you. It was my job to protect you. And that's what I did. I was so young. I didn't recognize evil when I saw it. When you turned on me, I was too dumbstruck to realize what was happening. No way he'd hurt me, I thought. He betrayed me for reasons I still don't quite understand. But I suppose evil has no real cause. It just is. Until it isn't.
You utter brat. You're going to burn this place down.
I like that Zen smiled too. Say goodbye, Gortash!
No, you have to stop her. Do it, now!
Oh, here we go. And the bombs are already flowing. We are going to frenzy on Karlach! What is this spell protecting him over here? I don't know what this is. We just spotted more traps at the back of the room. He is... I don't know. He has the Shell of Resistance. What does that do? Shell of Resistance. The Micro-Modern Force Curtain grants this entity immunity to thunder damage and resistance to elemental damage for 1 turn, along with an extra bonus action and extra movement speed. Is he going to try to run like a coward? Well, Karlach picks up this grenade, and it is my intention to destroy this trap and deal damage to the guard on the right side. It didn't. It did exactly that. Oh, good. Good, good, good. This is going to go great. Karlach then throws a... Well, do you think that'll damage it? Do you think that's worth? I can hit Gortash and the trap, I think. I'm going to try it. It says my path is interrupted. That would work right there. I just want to get damage on these traps so they blow up. It looks like that one was not affected. With the rest of Karlach's turn, she is going to move up towards the guard with the spear on the left side and make sure we just have her melee weapon selected. That Shell of Resistance has gone away, and Gortash runs towards Karlach for a moment, then fires off. Oh, God, a dazzling ray. Not only does that hit Karlach, it clips Will and Shadowheart as well, although Karlach doesn't seem any worse for wear. Zen's going to start running up. We're going to take out this guard first. Sneak attack to start things off. I'm saving my crit. Thank you very much. We're going to follow up with another swing, saving my crit, and then a flurry of blows. Damn. 1 HP off. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. Well, I guess he's going to be ending his turn right there. Now the guard tries to cast Bane's Command on another one of the guards and then does a main hand attack on Zen. I'm not going to do anything to dissuade her. I wanted an attack of opportunity just in case she went away, so I didn't want to give up that reaction. Looks like more of the... Oh, Psionic Backlash this time. We dealt a decent amount of damage back to him. I'm going to charm him again because that damage was way too damn high. And he hits a chair instead. You love to see that. Do you think we can get a good hypnotic pattern off here? We can place it far enough back in the room that it won't affect me, but it might affect everyone else. The hypnotize hitting the healthy guy here. We have 2 turns where we won't have to worry about him. We are then going to see Will cast a, let's just do Strength Hex onto Gortash. 275 HP is quite a lot. We have a lot of work to do to get through that. So, can I quicken a spell? I sure can't. We'll go ahead and action surge and then fire off an Eldritch Blast. I have disadvantage on this. Oh, only one of them connects. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Shadowheart's going to move up and... Oh, I can't use that corpse on the side because it was burnt. Oh, I was going to start making some undead in here to have some fun with that. Shadowheart moves up, and she's going to use her crossbow on the Iron Council that has 1 HP. 45% chance with that. Let's go ahead and Sacred Flame instead. 16 damage, but I think that corpse is also considered burned, so our zombie train will not continue. We're going to end our turn there. The hypnotic pattern is still holding. No, I changed my... Fuck! Well, I ruined Will's turn. Ruined Will's turn. I just wanted to have a big Eldritch Blast round. So I did formerly have this guy hypnotized. That has ended. It's saying I can't reach the target, which is fucking ridiculous. So we're just going to jump over that body and start swinging. First hit does connect for 27. The next connects for 25. We don't have any more follow-up with Karlach. She is closest to Gortash now. Let's see what he does.
You chose to suffer.
Okay, we got to start spreading out a little bit more. That is some ridiculous damage. I thought it was going to be a one-time thing. He just keeps firing that off. Zen goes in with the sneak attack on the Iron Council. He misses. Follows up with a normal swing. That connects for a decent amount of damage. And then I could probably just offhand strike. Should have flurried. Always should have flurried. The damage coming for Zen does suck. I'm going to try to charm it. The charm is successful. Now he's going to move his attention over to Karlach, more than likely. But look, she took 2 damage instead of the massive number. All right, I feel really bad about my previous turn on Will. It's time to start making up for it. We are going to move to the right just a tad and fire off an Eldritch Blast. Disadvantage. Because I'm blinded from that previous attack. Well, doesn't matter if we're disadvantaged or not if we just chuck a fireball onto the table. That looks pretty good right there. That does 11 damage to the guy who now gets burned to death. I don't think we have a usable corpse in this building for my original plan, but that's okay. Can I please use a quicken spell now? I sure can. I guess I'll save it for next turn since we are at a disadvantage right now. One thing I should do before I end Will's turn as well is just make sure that we're not giving this guy any easy line-up shots on us anymore. So I'll move to that corner and end. And then Shadowheart's going to push forward to the other side of the table. Let's go ahead and... Is he immune to... Oh, he has Reflective Guard active now. That's a different thing. He did a different buff this time. Now, if we do a ranged attack, that's going to be sent back towards us. That's totally fine. I wasn't planning on doing a ranged attack. I would like to place down a Guardian of Faith just on the other side of Gortash here. And then I'm going to move Shadowheart up to be in its area of influence. Now, Karlach is going to shift to this side, and as she's standing behind this guy, she'll start swinging. Make it reckless. 13 damage. Follow it up. Tenacity for some free damage as well. Zen's going to move up with a sneak attack on Gortash. Ooh, don't make a crit yet. I believe this is reducing damage done. We'll swing again. Looks like that may or may not have connected. It did connect. And then I'll flurry just to keep the damage up. Now it's going to be Gortash's turn, and if he wants to move, he's going to be moving through a lot of attacks of opportunity. There's one from Zen. It unfortunately misses. We should have had one from the Guardian, right? Well, that 24 damage from Karlach certainly makes up for it. And he found the angle again. Oh. Avatar of Tyranny has been cast. Tyrant's Blessing. Or Tyrant's Bindings. No, we are definitely going to counterspell that. And Psionic Backlash. Looks like the counterspell didn't quite work. What does the Binding do? It's his concentrated spell. Create heavily magical chains that bind your targets, having their movement. If the chains are still present at the beginning of your next turn, they break, dealing up to 64 damage to all targets. So we have to do everything we can to break this guy's concentration right now. One cool way we can do that is by firing off our highest level available magic missile. Every single attack will check his concentration. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different projectiles that are all going his way. The concentration was broken. Beautiful. Is Will still at disadvantage? He is. Do I just move back into the next room? Is that how I avoid being shot by this? I thought I was doing enough last turn, and that clearly was not the case. To close out Will's turn, he is just going to drink a very large health potion back here in the previous room, and we will end that right there. Well, my plan on Shadowheart did not work out the way I wanted. We could fire off just a ranged attack over here just to say that we did. But what are these things? Manifestations of Tyranny. They have an aura of brutality. All Servants of Bane around this character deal extra damage. So I could spend my turn firing a shot off at one of these and regret everything I've ever done in my life, ever up to this point. Let's just go ahead and give a healing word to Zen. He's been taking a bit of a beating. We'll give him 12 HP back with our bonus action. The Guardian can't attack anything, and now it's Karlach's turn yet again. We could maybe try to break off and kill some of these things that he's summoned, but I don't think that's super helpful at the moment. Let me take a step forward and just start swinging. 32 damage on the first one. We swing again, make it reckless. That does miss. Okay, that's fine. We can throw a javelin at this close range. It says we don't have an action. We have to use the enraged throw. Even though it says we have disadvantage, I don't think it'll mind. We throw the javelin, it hits for 13, and this guy goes prone. Now Zen is going to approach. Because he's prone, we'll have advantage. I thought. Oh, maybe not. That's still a 90% chance to hit. We hit him square in the chest for 44 damage with that sneak attack. Zen then swings again. We've removed all of his temporary armor, and then we go for a flurry of blows that ends up being a critical hit as well. Okay, we're trying to pin him in the corner. I hope this works out. This just appeared. I'll try to use that soon. Did that happen as Zen took a step forward? That is very, very unfortunate. The Lord Gortash spent his entire turn standing up, which is excellent. We're going to look at our passives on Will and turn off the knockback. Approach with an Eldritch Blast, 70% chance to hit because we're not blinded this time. And we're going to focus all 3 beams on Lord Gortash. Beautiful. We're still concentrating on that Hex, so we got bonus damage there. We are then going to quicken our spell and do it again. He's at 118 HP. He goes down to 95. And Will's just going to continue to hang out right there. I don't think there's any reason to change that. What is up with the pathing in here? I'm going to jump over the table with Shadowheart, run up to this bomb, and we're going to chuck it into the corner and try to destroy this trap and that NPC. Perfect. That was a good turn. And then we'll stay right here and try to box this guy in with attack of opportunities. I do need to go back to Shadowheart if I can because she didn't have a melee weapon equipped. Looks like it's too late now as another bomb gets dispensed at our feet. Karlach goes for a swing. Reckless. She connects for 30 damage. She follows up with another 32. And then with her last bit of her energy, she throws another javelin. This knocks him down again. Zen sees the opportunity for a sneak attack, and He crits. Lord Gortash is fallen! Throw this quick. Oh, God. Okay, good job. Is he really dead?
So Gortash is nothing more than a pile of flesh? Same as the rest of us.
I feel really bad about my early turn on Will, but the fight turned around okay. He's dead now. You've won. You've won, Karlach.
I don't feel like I've won. All I feel is tired. Is that it, then? Killed the bastard who ruined my life, and now I crawl into a corner and die? Am I fucking missing something?
Ooh, what do you mean?
It makes no sense. None of it means anything. He's dead. And he's no fucking sorrier now than he was before. What was the point? I'm still dying. I'm dying. I'm going to die.
Oh, man. Oh, man. So, one of my big motivations for going into the Steel Watch was that one of their sentries, right when we walked into Baldur's Gate, told Karlach that they sensed her heart in there and that she should go get a tune-up. Unfortunately, it seems like that was cut content. Larian's already addressed this, and they're going to be adding more to the ending of Karlach's story. I've done everything I can to help her, but I don't know if it's enough. It feels horrible. It feels really horrible. Maybe we can fix your engine. Maybe we can stabilize it.
Got a miracle in your back pocket you forgot to tell me about. I'm going to be as dead as a Gortash any day now. Any moment. And what then? Off to the City of Judgment to waste into oblivion? Into the dirt to get eaten by maggots? Is that it for me? Is that fucking all? And you'll just keep going, won't you? Watching the stars, warming your hands on the campfire, dancing, eating, making fucking love all night. All of it, all of it! That's my reward for everything I suffered. That's why I survived 10 years of torment. The fighting, the clawing, the loneliness, the fucking loneliness. All of it so I could rot. Because the person I trusted the most gave me away to the devil. It isn't fair. I don't want it like this.
A lot of that seemed like it's been building up for a long time. I don't know why she's saying I'm going to be making love all night. I feel like there's just a lot of angry emotions seeping out and she's just speaking. I wanted to romance Karlach. I haven't romanced anyone else because it didn't work out. Honestly, that's the most noble thing that Zen's ever done. Let it out, Karlach. I know this is hard. This has been building up for a long time.
I don't want to die. I want to live. I want to stay. What the fuck am I supposed to do now?
I don't know, Karlach. But whatever it is, I think we're meant to do it together.
Let's get out of here. I've always hated this place. Stupid fucking gigantic bridge or whatever. I think I need to go to camp for a while. Be alone. Scream at the sky. You can come and find me later if you want to. Thanks for listening. For existing. Love you.
Oh! Oh, God! Well, Karlach's going back to camp. I think that means we need to go back too. I didn't expect the love you at the end. I know we never had a physical relationship, but oh my god, that hit me right in the feels. Well, this guy just has even more bombs on him. Phase Optimizer, Reflecto Guard. Oh, is this what he was using to cast the different buffs on him? We have his key, a note from Helsic. Who the fuck is Helsic? Lord Gortash, yes, if necessary, I could go back into the House of Hope, for the right price, of course. Though, I doubt they'd be happy to see you again. You didn't exactly leave on the best of terms. However, you know your business better than I or anyone else. Signed H, and then Devil's Fee. Isn't the House of Hope where that demon is that's been following us around the game? Netherstone-studded gauntlets. Innervating Suffusion. Your unarmed attacks deals an additional 1 to 4 force damage. You gain +1 bonus on spell save, and you also gain the ability of command. That sounds really fun.
Like a great
Oh!
through a canyon. It engulfs your mind, drowns your senses. Above the hell rises a screech, gleeful and maniacal. It is the way and the truth. Absolute.
Because I picked up gloves?
Leave them alone.
The screech quiets, the howl fades. Your mind is hollow, save one lone voice.
Bane's chosen has fallen. His netherstone is yours.
This is the Emperor?
You have done well.
I heard the absolute scream.
You heard the Elder Brain.
Yes.
It's regaining its autonomy. It cries not from pain, but exaltation. We must stop it before it breaks free. One netherstone remains. Orin's. We must find her and take it from her. After that, we take control of the brain. And you should start wondering what you will do then.
I will put it into it. I'll decide when I get there, or I will become the absolute myself. No, dude, we are ending this.
We shall see.
Did that give me... I didn't pick up the stone. It just automatically gave me that when I picked up his gloves, just for the record. We have a thing that makes our unarmed attacks do 1 to 4 fire damage and give us Scorching Ray. This seems like a direct upgrade with the force damage. We're going to put that on. Why did I take Gortash's hand? Now I just have 2 hands in my inventory? What? There's a button on the wall. It's a safe. Gortash's safe? How hard do you think this is to open? A 25? I could do that all day. Yep. We have a Counting House Vault 5 key. I hate to break it to him. That place has already been picked clean. Potion of Supreme Healing, Elixir of Health, and a Shield Steward interrogation log. When did you begin to suspect that Duke Stelmane was not herself? I cleared her dinner dishes from a meal of mutton pie, but when I got the dish up to the kitchen, the mutton was brains. Brains? Says the Black Hand. And not sheep brains, neither. I started poking around. In the Elf Song cellar, in the Knight's secret chambers, yes. And I found a cell with a body in it, a corpse in city stripes. A dead state prisoner? If I tell you about this, you're gonna let me go, right? The Black Hen says, right. Nudge continues, it was a condemned criminal with the top of their head shattered and the brains mostly gone. In the Stelmane room, says the Black Hand. The secret part, yes. That's where she found me. She what? Found me. It found me. At first, I thought she was blue and floating, but then it was Stelmane. She smiled. I don't remember anything after that. Huh. Read 100 different books. It was probably Orin, right? I just always assume it's Orin. Let's see how Karlach's doing back at camp. I've been worried about you. Are you all right?
Yeah, despite my best efforts. I kept trying to flop over and give up, but Karlach just won't let me. Did I miss anything important?
No, we kind of came straight here. Nothing important at all.
That's a change. Seems like world-shattering revelations are coming at us from every angle these days.
It does, doesn't it?
You know, soldier, we're so fucked. The Dark Three are trying to consume the Sword Coast. We've still got tadpoles in our eyes, and I've got a ticking time bomb in my chest. I'm not sure anyone has ever been more fucked than this. And yet, we're fine. In this moment, we're fine. Here I am. There you are. Breathing, talking, even laughing if we want. Is it very precious to say that despite it all, I'm happy?
That's such a 180 on how she was feeling right after Gortash. Just an overwhelming rush of emotions, I imagine. It's a very precious idea indeed, is what I'm going to say. But look at number 4. This is all well and good, but I can't pretend there isn't a solution. You should go back to hell and live. Oh my god. Very precious indeed, Karlach.
Gods, I've changed. I used to hamstring pit fiends for fun. Look at me now. To make matters worse, there's something I wanted to ask you. Will you stay with me when it's time for me to go?
Oh my god.
I think I can do anything if you're there. Even die.
Of course I'll be there, Karlach. Whatever you want. It's always been whatever you want.
Thank you. Now, enough tragedy. I'm not gone yet, and our schedule is packed with important heroics, isn't it? Plus, if I cry anymore, I'm gonna run out of tears and start leaking motor oil. Thanks for everything, soldier. I'm extremely glad to be in this thing together.
I've been in that situation before where I've cried until I ran out of tears to cry. I'm glad she's on the other side of it. She seemed to bounce back very, very fast.
Copper for your thoughts?
Come on, Karlach, we're heading out.
Fuck yes.
I love that character so much, dude. You have no idea. Thank you for being here, team. We're going to keep this one short and sweet. What a phenomenal episode. We're going to start bringing the fight to Orin the Red. We have to find her domain first. I don't know how hidden it
Letter
is.
from Orin. What does she want?
Wait, is this a new letter? Kudos on the murder of Gortash. You have done well, underling. Baldur's Gate gags on Gortash's gall, and your little pet still has eyes to witness it. Now, to do proper honor to the murder lord, you must submit yourself to trial in the murder tribunal. Remember, Sycharis? I don't think I said that right. Succeed there, and you may find me in Baal's temple, deep below the tyrant's rooted cobbles. In that unholy sanctum, the murder lord will watch our blood duel at last. I will keep your minions safe until then, unless it misbehaves. What a perfect send-off. I'll see you guys next time.